All right, so last year here we had quite a few hydraulic hose leaks, so what I'm going to try to do is get these actually sealed up. I thought I had these all pretty tight last year. I already kind of loosened these just so you weren't seeing me struggle too much on camera. So what I'm doing, I'm just going to try to take these off, try not to make too much of a mess here in my garage. Get these cleaned up, sealed up. Hopefully we won't have the leaks that we did last year. So what I'm trying to do, what I've heard, use some contact cleaner, get the junk off, kind of get the oil off, and then use some Loctite 545 to actually get her to seal up so we don't get the leaks. Hydraulic oil is getting expensive, plus it's all over the back of the tractor, makes a giant mess. We'll just try to clean these threads up a little bit here. I don't know if this is the right thing to be doing. Hydraulic hoses is all new to me, but this is kind of what I've read to do, so see if we can't clean these up this year. Probably gets cleaned up too while I'm at it there. I don't know. Could just be junk inside of here too. I don't know. But originally I was going to use Teflon tape, and I heard that's a big no-no on hydraulic systems. I guess get by in a pinch, but definitely not the recommendation. I'm no master here, just trying to figure this stuff out. So get a little bit of red Loctite. Again, I've heard don't put it on your first couple threads, just get it up, kind of like using thread sealing on a screw, right? So I'll just kind of give it a good little bit all the way around here. Just get 1 or 2 of them threads completely full. I'm sure that'll make its way all the way around. Throw that guy back on there. See, that's already tight. Go ahead and give that a good nice. I had wrenches the right size, but good old crescent wrench will work. Try to give that as much as I can. I guess good enough here. We'll try one more. All right, so that's one of them. I've got some extension hoses and everything here, so I've got a bunch of different connections. So that's one of, I don't know, 6 of them, 7 of them I got to do. I also got to get in a flow control valve and one of these pressure lines. I'm just going to put that in place of one of these connections. I do extend my hoses. I actually have to run my planter off my 3-point hitch with a drawbar. I run a subcompact tractor, so my hitch is too low. My drawbar hitch on the tractor is too low. So with that, all these hoses needed just a little bit of an extension to be able to reach the hydraulics on the tractor. So that's the story behind that. I'm not gonna make you guys bear with me through all these connections. But yeah, tell me what I'm doing wrong. Am I doing this right? Wrong? Is this the right way to be doing these? I'm just trying to get rid of the mess and save myself some hydraulic fluid, right? So I'll shoot another little clip here, I guess, after I have it all done. You can kind of see the end game. So I don't know if this is another source of the problem or not, but You know, there's so many different hydraulic fitting connections, and man, it makes my head spin. So I don't know. This has an O-ring both here and in here, and I'm not convinced that this type of end fitting is supposed to be sealed against that O-ring or not. But that's the way this came apart. That's the way it's going to go back together. I think I'm still going to throw some sealant on both ends of this, right? That went on this fitting, which it looks like that does kind of have an O-ring groove there. So that might be correct. That, I don't know, it might all be correct, but I'm going to put this all back together the way it came apart with a little bit of that Loctite on there, and hope it fixes the problem. I guess people out there, shoot me in the comments. What am I doing wrong? Am I doing this right? These fittings, O-ring boss, pipe threads, I don't know. Why can't we just have a standard here? But I guess there's a reason, rhyme and reason for everything. But yeah, just figured I'd kind of share that with you. I'm learning, so teach me, please. All right, well, there we go. All these connections, I redid them all. You can kind of see the Loctite in there. There's the one that got switched over to the flow control valve. Told that's unidirectional, omnidirectional, one of the two. So it didn't matter which way that went in. I also, one of these connectors was that swivel type that's got that O-ring in there, and just didn't sit right with me. So since I was able to take one out and just put them back to the normal pipe connector style, I guess, I went ahead and took that out. Maybe that was a source of a leak, maybe it wasn't, but I don't know, it just makes me feel a little better anyway. So everything there is good. I did mention something here, I guess, a little bit ago. You know, this one had an O-ring between these two. I did not put any Loctite on that. I just didn't feel good with that all being internal. It would have been ahead of the O-ring. So I just kind of left that one. I guess that's the case drain for the vac fan. So I don't think that sees a whole lot of flow anyway. I'll just keep a little bit more of an eye out this year on where the leaks are coming from. You know, last year I had a lot on my mind, first year doing anything. So a little bit of hydraulic hose leak was the last of my worries. I do also, I did get the lift cylinder one, so that was all vac fan. There was two here for the lift cylinders as well. And then there, I do remember last year on the vac fan, you can actually tell there's some dirt and debris on these connections. I believe these had a little bit of a leak too. So while I'm got my hands full of hydraulic fluid and got everything out, I might as well crack all these apart and try to seal them up as well. See if I can get all these to stop.